This video is sponsored by Nubio. Stick around to find out how you can get their latest model of limited edition Star Trek watches. In the Star Trek episode The Ultimate Computer, Dr. Richard Daystrom boards the Enterprise to test the new M5 computer, a system so advanced it could one day operate a starship completely independently, with no need for a crew. As the machine is put through its paces, dazzling onlookers with its performance, Captain Kirk is soon hit with the uneasy feeling that he could lose his job to this machine.
I think that thing is wrong.
I've been thinking about this episode a lot lately in relation to AI-generated art. I have dreamed of being a filmmaker since I was a child, and this YouTube channel has been part of the pursuit of that dream. I've worked hard for many years turning this channel from an expensive hobby into a full-time job, and then from a full-time job into a business that can fund my own film projects. And just as I'm within spitting distance of achieving my dream, along come these tech billionaires who tell me my dream is now obsolete. I've genuinely lost sleep over this. I've found myself feeling just like Captain Kirk. These machines are wrong. But why?
On screen.
The Sistine Chapel ceiling is one of the most acclaimed artworks in history, and is rightfully credited to Renaissance man Michelangelo. But did you know it wasn't his idea? The piece was commissioned by Pope Julius II. He had the idea, but we give Michelangelo the credit because he did the work. AI prompters often like to think they are Michelangelo, but in reality they are Julius II. Or to paraphrase J. Michael Straczynski from his book The Complete Book of Scriptwriting, ideas on their own are worthless. Everyone has ideas, but executing those ideas is what matters. Everyone has that best-selling novel or killer screenplay idea in their heads, if only they could find the time to sit down and write it. We rightfully admire those people who do find the time, because it's the work that counts. Learning a musical instrument, painting a picture, or making a film takes dedication, discipline, and skill. Articulating an idea well is indeed a skill, but if a computer does the work for you, then I'm sorry, but you are not an artist. Ironically, the insistence of AI prompters to be called artists is what gives me a kernel of hope for the future. Despite a computer doing most of the work, the prompters still want to claim the title of artist because of the clout. It's clear even to AI evangelists that human achievement still carries social prestige and practical value. Evangelists happily tout the doom of Hollywood and then turn around and ask you to be impressed by the film they quote-unquote made. This paradox can be seen in Dr. Daystrom in the episode. Daystrom expects to be lauded for building the M5. He's happy for his invention to render others' work obsolete as long as it proves that his work is essential. While there are a lot of grifters out there, a lot of AI prompters clearly love art and want to be artists. The unfortunate truth is, they aren't willing to put the work in. They want the praise without the effort. They are far too focused on the final result. They're obsessed with having a thing rather than doing a thing. If you happen to be an AI prompter watching this, I'd like to ask, is AI prompting even fun? What these algorithms can do is certainly technically impressive, but after that initial novelty wears off, is typing prompts truly satisfying? Speaking from experience, filmmaking is one of the most rewarding things I have ever done in my life. It stimulates my mind as I solve problems on set, my emotions as I work to craft a story, and my body as I'm on my feet the entire day. Finally, it stimulates me socially as I interact with cast, crew, and everyone else I meet along the way. AI prompting, on the other hand, is solitary, lonely. With real filmmaking, you get to work with amazing people, and sometimes their input can transform a project. Remember the Sistine Chapel ceiling? Even though the Pope commissioned the work, Julius II had a totally different concept in mind. Michelangelo came in and suggested something much grander and more impressive, and the Pope gave him the go-ahead. If the Pope had generative AI at the time, he never would have seen what Michelangelo came up with. That kind of collaborative magic never happens between a person and a machine because the machine has no perspective of its own. Algorithms are designed only to give people what they want, but the truth is, people don't always know what they want. In the 1960s, no data suggested there was a demand for anything like Star Trek, yet when it came out, it resonated with people who didn't even know they wanted it. If algorithms dictated programming back then, audiences would simply have been fed more westerns. Technology shouldn't exist to tell us what to do, it should give us freedom to explore.
Computers make excellent and efficient servants, but I have no wish to serve under them.
The truth is, machines can already outperform humans in a lot of ways. Computers have been better at chess since the 1980s, but we still watch chess championships. Drones can fly just as well as planes, but we still watch aerial stunt shows. Many robots have already landed on Mars, but it doesn't really count until a human being sets foot on that planet. There's more to life than mere mathematics.
All I ask is a tall ship and a star to steer by. You could feel the wind at your back in those days. The sounds of the sea beneath you. And even if you take away the wind and the water, it's still the same. The ship is yours. You can feel her. And the stars are still there, Bones.
Human beings who set themselves a challenge and dedicate themselves to meeting it will always have value.
Are you only interested in scientific discovery? Send robots. It's cheaper. You don't have to bring them home. You don't have to feed them, at least not food. They'll need energy from somewhere. Get it from the sun. If you only care about science, then there's no rational reason to send humans, really. For the cost of sending a human, you can send 100 robots. And robots are getting better, smaller, cheaper, faster, smarter, all of the above. But here's the catch. I've never seen a ticker tape parade for a robot. I've never seen a high school named after a robot. I never saw a kid read a book about a robot and say, gee, I want to be that robot one day. There's value of human inspiration.
In Star Trek's future, the Earth is a literal paradise. Humans could easily kick back, relax, and have fun in holodeck simulations until the end of time, but they don't. Instead, they venture out into space to search for new challenges.
We are constantly searching, not just for answers to our questions, but for new questions. We are explorers.
If you want to be an artist, then be an artist. Don't get a computer to do it for you. It's hard work, but if creating art truly matters to you, then you'll persevere. One of the worst notions surrounding art is that talent is some kind of innate quality you either have or you don't, but that's not true. Making art is a skill, and like any skill, we improve through practice. So learn to relish the practice. Try, fail, and try again, and before you know it, you'll have made some cool stuff. Perhaps not as efficiently as a machine, but that's what makes us human.
I simply maintain that computers are more efficient than human beings, not better.
And if you prefer the tactile over the digital, then you should check out today's sponsor Nubio and their new line of limited edition Star Trek watches. The Mariner Automatic Live Long and Prosper edition immortalizes the iconic Vulcan salute in a 50mm stainless steel case, revealed through sapphire crystal with anti-reflective coating and an exhibition caseback. The watch is water resistant up to 5 ATM, making it ideal for those who love to boldly go, and its intricate detailing make it a beautiful collector's item. The watch is available in 3 Starfleet colors to suit any personal style. However, the item is only available in limited quantities, so follow the link to grab one for yourself and also help this channel out at the same time. Live long, prosper always, and explore forever. Thank you for watching. If you liked this video and want to see more, subscribe to the channel and hit the bell icon to stay up to date on future uploads. On my Patreon, you can see videos early and ad-free. The link is in the description. Thank you to all of my patrons and members, with an ultra thanks to Jonathan Wilbanks, Connor Matthews, Tim Spot, Eamon Kelly, Michael Hardy, County Ark, Mike Halsey, Olivia Computer, Bano, Jaron Walker, Tom, Director Kate, Patrick Fleming, Matthew Camille, Lilac Yane, Ed Mark Starr, Extreme Streamers, Howard Craig Akervik, and AS Caging 101. Thank you once again for watching, and until next time, have a good one.